From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
It's 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Coming after him. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to get it himself. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Buys a little time with his feet. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Again, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield.
That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
All wideouts, no backs. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him this time. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Kansas State Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll throw it on 1st down, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Kansas State quick to the line.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue!
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Dumps it to the back. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kansas State will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got great speed. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia.
West Virginia
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
takes it back for the score.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Barnett. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. A brave new world as they make it into the red zone for the first time in this game. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. The back goes in motion. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Quarterback extends the play. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And the defense the 27.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes moves the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to take a shot. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. He wants to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, you can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Quick strike complete. Got enough space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wants to go up top. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 21 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's White. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They're working that left side. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pressure coming. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's White. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And that one will give them the lead. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. He's got it. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's now second down after the short completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Rice. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, West Virginia 28, Kansas State 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Jackrabbit. Ringo.
He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
3:25.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unleashes one. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Timber. Hawk. Hornet. Griffin.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Now improvising. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Keeps the legs moving. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Kansas State. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shut people off. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Well, he might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is...
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Well, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Pulls it in. It's White.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a man. It's White. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best player. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rice. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Kansas State.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. It's good. And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period. First play of the first possession of OT. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Yeah, that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Mountaineers will take it first here in overtime. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Buys a little extra time. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On second down, wants to throw it. He caught it. Touchdown, West Virginia. They strike first here in overtime.
West Virginia, number 12.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. West Virginia, 38. Kansas State, 31.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Belly stunner. Easy.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown.
Here we go.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Acorn. Acorn.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Cut it. Cut it. Bang. Squirrel.
On second down, looking again to throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he added the extra point.
The extra point is good. That's how it's began at 38 all.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than
On the
that.
play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas State. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Kansas State 45, West Virginia 38.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
3:25.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Gallagher. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
At QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Man, what a great response by this offense. Going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Here comes the 2-point try. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle.
The extra point is good. That's the end of the second overtime, with the game still tied.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. He's looking to throw. At the 20, he's got space. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Go. Go.
Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Using his legs to buy some time. Clutch play and execution ties the game again and will play another overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.